Hi, I'm Drew Taylor, back here again at Infocomm 2011. I'm standing in the Lightware booth in front of our new UDC Lightware Touch controller. We're showing control of the Lightware matrix here in the booth with the new Lightware HDMI matrix switcher. You can see how fast switching the Lightware matrix with HDMI and analog sources is. So now let's do a feature walkthrough. So here's the interface for our new UDC Lightware Touch controller. You can see on the bottom we have buttons for 4 routers that you can define and easily switch between controlling any of the 4 routers at a time. You'll see the screen is sectioned into inputs at the top, outputs at the bottom, like an XY matrix control would be. And to get to additional inputs over 16, you can just use these arrows. So if you need to control the new Lightware 80 by 80, you could page down and see additional inputs and outputs. So when we select a new output, we query the matrix and update the highlighted button for the currently switched input in the matrix, so you get a real-time feedback from the current state of the matrix. Another cool feature is the ability to rename inputs directly from this UDC controller. So when we hit save, it actually sends the command to the Lightware to update the name of the input or output in the Lightware matrix. So since we're reading those inputs and output names, you can then change the name of an input or output in the Lightware matrix control software even, and that name is then stored in the matrix, which we're reading or changing right from here. We can also load different presets. The matrix stores up to 32 presets, which we can easily load here. Rename presets, even save presets directly from the touch controller. So here I'll show you a couple other modes that the touch controller will allow. The first one I'll show you is a direct panel control in which you control a single output of the matrix. Your output is shown down here, and then all of the buttons turn to inputs. So if you had a direct panel situation, you could use the touch controller in that way. We also have another mode called triple Y mode. It allows you to define 3 outputs to be able to control from the touch panel. So as you can see, it looks like direct panel mode where all the buttons change to inputs, but now you can select 3 different outputs to be able to control. So we're close to the end of day 2. We showed you a demonstration of our new UDC Lightware Touch. I instructed a manufacturer's training class on DVI and HDMI signals today with Lightware. We have our Christie Touch controller in the Christie booth, as well as our UDC Spider Touch controller in the Christie booth, controlling their big projection screens. We have our UDC Touch controller in the TV1 booth, controlling their new Choreo Matrix and Choreo Master products, as well as our UDC AJA Touch controller in the AJA booth, controlling 4 of their key pros. So we'll be back at it tomorrow for the final day of Infocomm.